It's the start of a brand new solo backpacking series. Ooh, that's actually it's quite soft. Honestly, it's like 3 a.m. Let me sleep for a sec and I'll be with you in the morning. This is my first makeshift AG1 bottle. It's just the bottle of water from the mini fridge at the hotel, which I'm really hoping that they don't charge me for. Anyway, I've woken up feeling a little bit annoyed at myself, if I'm completely honest, but I'm trying not to be so hard on myself because these things can happen to the best of people, and the whole point of this channel is to share with you my faux pas so that hopefully you don't go and make the same mistake. But yesterday I travelled to Tbilisi all the way from London Stansted. I had a 6-hour self-transfer layover in Istanbul on the Asian side. I can never remember the name of that airport. It's like Sabian. Anyway, it was all going really well. They let my luggage through as a personal item. I got a window seat on both flights. I even got an exit seat on the second flight. And although I had already done research for this trip in Georgia, like I've got all my spots pinned of where I want to go, I just don't have an exact plan. I was planning on doing a lot of the finer, more logistical details when I was at Istanbul airport. However, that would have required an internet connection, which it just wasn't working. It would cut out like every 30 seconds. And a few of the things that I wanted to do in that time was, one, download the currency conversion of what GBP would be in Georgian lari. 2, I wanted to download an eSIM for Georgia so that I would be connected as soon as I arrived. And 3, I also just wanted to download Google Maps offline. And I was not able to do any of those things. So when I arrived at Tbilisi airport, which was super smooth by the way, I don't think I even waited 2 minutes in the immigration queue. There was a member of staff in every single cubicle and they didn't ask any questions and they just stamped the passport and it was just really, really smooth. So anyway, that was all good and I went through to arrivals and I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna get some cash out. Now, I wasn't exactly sure how much money to get out and the ATM was no help whatsoever. It didn't even like offer you withdrawal amounts. So I was just like, oh God, trying to rack my brain for any currency conversion of what I'd seen. And in my head, I was like, okay, I think that 6 lari is £1. So I was like, okay, if I get out £100, that's like 600 lari. So I just tried getting out 600 lari and it worked. And I was like, okay, cool, I've got myself some cash. I got approached by a guy in arrival saying, do you want a taxi? I said, yes, but do you have a taxi meter? Because I'd really like to go off that. And he said, yes, I do. And I thought, okay, fantastic, let's go. And so naively, I really just trusted that his meter would be accurate. The journey was about 25 minutes from the airport to the city centre, and when we arrived at the hotel, his meter said 187 lari. And I was thinking to myself, well, if 600 lari is £100, which it's not, then 187 is probably about £30, which is more than I was expecting to pay, but I am too tired to even try and argue right now. Bear in mind it's like 3 a.m. So I just pay him the cash and check into my hotel. Obviously, when I got to the hotel, the first thing I wanted to do was actually check what the exchange rate is. So I connected to the hotel Wi-Fi, opened up the XE app, typed in 187. It was like £55. No! You know what? The reason why I'm angry at myself is because I feel like this situation could have been avoided. I could have downloaded the XE app before I even left my house back home instead of relying on Istanbul airport's Wi-Fi, God forbid. I also, in hindsight, could have checked the currency exchange boards in the airport for the people doing money exchange. That might have given me more of a rough idea, because then I would have been able to negotiate a price beforehand. From the research that I did, I don't think that journey should have cost me more than like £15. Honestly, it's not a life-changing amount of money. It's just the principle. No matter where you are in the world, a taxi driver is always going to try to take advantage of you, the new traveller. And I know that. I'm just angry at myself for not preparing better. I'm also frustrated at Istanbul airport's Wi-Fi for just not working, because then all of this also could have been avoided. Anyway, I made it to Tbilisi and luckily the Wi-Fi at my hotel works absolutely perfectly, but it is an open Wi-Fi network. So I've had to turn my Surfshark VPN on straight away, and Surfshark are kindly the sponsors of today's video. And what's the reason for that, I hear you ask?
Did you know that when you are connected to a public Wi-Fi network, like in an airport, on a train, or on a plane, if the plane has Wi-Fi, for example, your device is at risk of being hacked via that connection. I know. However, as soon as you switch your Surfshark on, it acts as a virtual shield on your device, so none of those evil hackers can get in.
Surfshark also allows you to switch the virtual location of your device to pretty much anywhere in the world. So if I'm wanting to watch Netflix from home, or if I'm wanting to access any media where I get the error message saying, sorry, this media is not available in your country, with the click of a button, I can switch my Surfshark on to a country where that media or service is available.
Surfshark are one of the only VPNs that gives you access on an unlimited number of your devices with just the one account. So I can be using it on my laptop, on my phone, on my iPad, all at the same time if I wanted to. And Surfshark are giving you guys an amazing discount of an extra 4 months for free when you use my code backpacking or using the link in the description.
So if I haven't already mentioned, I'm at the EB Styles Hotel. I chose this, honestly, because it was a business hotel. And I know how it goes when you book yourself a local hotel, and even if they've said there's 24-hour reception, if it's like really small and kind of like family run, you find yourself arriving and then waking up someone's nan just to open the door and show you your room. And I feel really bad, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to choose a business hotel where I know there's going to be a member of staff on reception. I'm not going to be waking anyone up who's not supposed to be out. I'll be able to head straight into my room and I will just know what to expect. And obviously Ibis was the name that I recognised and trusted. The location of this is also amazing. It's right in the centre of town, and it's only like a 10-minute walk away from my hostel. So I am moving into a hostel dorm room today, because this trip is not about staying in hotels. I mean, this cost me about £60 for the night, which is quite a lot for here in Tbilisi. But like I said, I just wanted to know that I had a comfortable landing. But I'm going to be in hostel dorm rooms for the rest of this trip. So I'm going to pack up my things here now, probably have a coffee downstairs just because it's included, and get a little bit of work done. Then the plan of action of the day is to do a wee bit of shopping. You may know that I need to buy some deodorant, some shower gel, some shampoo and conditioner if you watch the backing video. And then I will make my way to my hostel, hopefully close to like the start of the check-in time, because I'd really like to secure myself a bottom bunk, but we will see. Does it look big or does it look minimal? Because I'm like really impressed that this is like my entire backpacking setup for the whole month. But sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, well, yeah, it looks big though, but it's only 28 litres.
Okay, now I've finally got myself an eSIM. I use Airalo, and I have got myself the one with just the absolute maximum gigabytes, because I know what I like and I absolutely power through data. So I got 20 gigabytes, which was the max, for 30 days, and it costed $49, I believe. And I can top that up as well if I were to run out. However, I feel like in 3 to 4 weeks, 20 gigs should be fine in theory, especially if most of the places that I go to have Wi-Fi, but who knows? We'll see. But now that I've done that, I just feel a bit more settled and happy about going into the big world of Georgia. I do really like Airalo. I've been using it for quite a few months now, and I've never had any issues with it. It's just really easy. I like the fact that I don't have to like switch physical SIMs in and out. And yes, it is slightly more expensive than a physical SIM, but I personally think because of the FAVE, it's worth it. And actually I have a referral code. If you use it, you get $3 off your first purchase with Airalo. That's not sponsored, but it is an affiliate link. Walking to the hostel now. First time seeing Tblisi when it's light outside. Look at her go. Okay, I've made it to Envoy Hostel. I've booked here for the next 2 nights. Might extend, who knows? But I'm staying in an 8-bed dorm, which looks like this. Very, very nice. No curtains, but I don't think any of the hostels really in Georgia have curtains, but it does have its own like light, plug socket, shelf, which is all very nice. I've chosen this nice bottom bunk by the window. I had 2 options because I booked an 8-bed dorm and she was like, there's 2 available. One of them has 4 boys in it already and another one has 1 boy in it. And I said, wow, I'm going to go with the one with 1 boy because otherwise I'm definitely not getting a bottom bunk, am I? Because everyone would have claimed them. Now, if I'm completely honest, I would really like to make friends in Tbilisi at this hostel. So yeah, there's no one here now, but I'll probably, well, first I'm going to do my shopping to get those things that I said I needed. And then I will come back and the hostel bar opens at like 4 or 5 p.m. So I'll definitely go up there, have a drink, hang out, hopefully make some friends. That would be really nice. Okay, my first impressions of Tbilisi, honestly, it is beautiful. It is so cute. And I am seeing signs for wine absolutely everywhere, which is making my heart sing. I think I'm going to like it here. Isn't this a gorgeous street? Just filled with artwork. I'm just literally just on my way to the supermarket passing all of this. Wasn't planning on going anywhere special, but it's beautiful. I love it.
When I got back to the hostel, the bar on the rooftop was open, so I grabbed a wine and started chatting to some other backpackers, and a bit later on we decided to go out for some dinner.
Got some kingali dumplings here. These ones are with meat, these ones are with cheese. We're gonna share. Stab it to the end of it there.
Yeah.
Bite a little hole.
And then you suck out the meat, the
Suck
juice
out the
from it.
juices.
It doesn't have any juice in the cheese one.
Wait, it's really hot though.
It is fucking hot. Oh, enjoy guys.
So these were 2 lari each, but you have to get a minimum of 5. So 10 lari for 5. And you can get meat, cheese, mushroom, or potato. Okay, we've had some dinner. Now we're heading off to find somewhere that does an espresso martini. Not because it's super Georgian. Well, we've had a lot of wine. We had a lot of Georgian wine tonight. We're just fancying a bit of an espresso martini. I love the fact that I'm traveling with 4 guys right now, and I've got them on the rosé and the espresso martinis. Representing the girls.
We ended up heading back to the hostel rooftop for some more bevies. Wine was 7 lari per glass there, and it's just a lovely friendly atmosphere there too. We met some more people and made some plans together for how we'll spend the next few days.
So we're in the area where all the thermal bath spas are, which is what Tbilisi is famous for. I think Tbilisi itself actually means warm place from the research that I've done. And we definitely, when I say we, people who I've met in the hostel, we made a little WhatsApp group called the Tbilisi Tickle Team. Yeah, we want to go potentially get like a private room in a spa later, but I think we're gonna have to make a booking and like have the whole experience together. So that feels like something that you should do in Tbilisi, but right now we're just gonna grab some lunch. While we wait for our lunch we've ordered, thought it would be a good chance to brush up on some Georgian. So what I have now learned is that madloba means thank you, gamarjoba means hello, arapri or arapris, you are welcome, ki is yes, ara is no, ukatstravad means excuse me, ukatstravad, oh my goodness, please is complicated, tushi idzleba, we're gonna have to work on these. We've gone for the field mushroom in a clay pot, and they've covered it with Georgian cheese. It's tasty, super tasty. Found a few more members of the gang, and we are going into the Maidan Bazaar, which is completely underground. Oh, cool. Oh, the wine cellar vibes. Sick. This is you okay?
Over there, you can see the old mosque
Okay.
in a very unique style. Here you can see the roofs of the bathhouses.
Yes, they're so pretty. And this entire area is called something like Batumami or something. So we got a group together from the hostel, and we are walking up the hill to Mother Georgia. We're going to stop at the botanical gardens along the way, but it's a very steep hill to go up. I've set my Apple Watch off on a hike, and then we're going to stay up there for the sunset, which should be really nice, and then either get the cable car or the funicular back down. For adults, 4 Georgian lari. Oh, beautiful. We're looking over all of the botanical gardens right now. This is the waterfall, and up there is the Mother of Georgia. Yeah, Mother Georgia. This is actually so beautiful. It's really peaceful and relaxing. I like that we've given ourselves like a long time to do all of this, because I just feel like we're just having a wander, having a poodle. and it's starting to become golden hour, which is also just extra pretty. There she is, the mother of Georgia. And the view from up here is super nice. We're now heading on the cable car back down. It costs, if you already have like a travel card here, it costs 2.5 Larry. But if you need to buy a travel card, which I did, it was 4.5 Larry. But now I have a card, so I guess I can get like cheaper travel across Tbilisi if I want. Here it is. It's called Metro Money. Oh. The cable car brings you into Reich Park, and what's also going on in Reich Park right now is this hot air balloon. Can you see it going up? Look at that! Just rising up into the air, but it's always connected by a string. And that just literally just goes up and down. Pretty cool. I think we're just going to get some noodles, not Georgian food. Georgian food is very heavy. This is the thing. You don't want to have it for every single meal. So, yeah, not for every single meal. Because it's very heavy, you know, and it's very hot outside. Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, I'm going to get noodles. Yeah.
Bye. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. This is so cool. This is our bathhouse, private bathhouse. There's going to be 6 of us in here. I guess one of these is a cold pool and one of these is a hot pool. This one definitely feels warm. Oh, and I can smell the sulphur. Now, I think it's quite normal to go naked in these. However, I'm just going with a bunch of the boys from the hostel, so we're not going to go naked. But we've got our own private room, so I don't think it matters anyway. I've just got bikini top on and my thong, because my bikini bottoms are just quite like high-waisted and there's a lot going on. So yeah, we'll report back on how this is afterwards. Hello everyone, it is the next day, if you can't tell, and oh my goodness, the Sulphur Baths were freaking amazing. I would highly recommend doing that. We paid 250 Georgian Larry for a private room, and that could have a maximum of 6 people, and we did manage to round up 6 people from the hostel, so we only paid about 42 Georgian Larry each, and then we also had to pay an extra 30 Larry in total for towels for us all. So actually it ended up being about 47 Larry each, and then for the people that wanted personal scrubs, that was an extra 20 Larry, and I did get a personal scrub. So we went in there, we had the big hot pool, we had the smaller cold plunge pool, we had our own sauna, there was also the area in which we were to be scrubbed, and then there was also a changing area with a toilet for us as well. So it was super nice, I thought, for the price. It felt really bougie in there. And yeah, like I said, I had a scrub, so after about 20 minutes my lady came in, and it was just like the scrub in front of everyone, so she kind of had a mitt at first, scrubbed me all down with that, and then she had this big soap sponge, and then she covered head to toe in soap, and then like would just like wash me down with buckets, and she grabbed the bucket of water like from the hot pool, then grabbed the bucket of water from the cold pool, then just grabbed a bucket of like random warm water as well, and I felt like I had a true baptism. The whole thing was about 5 to 10 minutes, so it wasn't super long, but it was decent. I really enjoyed it, and I'm definitely glad that I did it. And then after my lady left the room, then a burlier Georgian man came in the room, and he scrubbed a couple of the boys up and was just like giving them slaps, and we just found the whole thing hilarious, and it was very unserious, but we loved it, and I came out feeling as smooth as a baby's bottom, incredibly revitalized, and just like ready to take on the rest of Georgia. So yes, I'd say that there was a great final activity in Tbilisi. Now the thing is about Georgia, it's not exactly the best connected country just because of like how many mountains there are, and so you find yourself when you're going to destinations, you always come back to Tbilisi. So I know that this is not going to be my last time in the city, and I definitely know that I have not done this city justice yet, and that there is more for me to explore. For example, the next vlog is going to be of the wine region in Georgia, which is what I'm going on today, and it's just a day trip from Tbilisi. But I'm going to make a whole nother vlog of that, and I guess you can also expect to see more vlogs in Tbilisi as well from when I next spend more time here. But this was my first impressions. bloody love it, you know? It's really good vibes, really bloody good weather. The Georgian people have been lovely. I definitely need to try some more Georgian food. I feel like I've only dipped my toes in at this point. It's a beautiful city that's exceeded my expectations, and I'm very happy to be here. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!